Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a candle review for one of the fall Goose Creek candles for 2016. This is one of the two that Goose Creek sent me to review. The first one was cherry cheesecake. I'll link that review below. And now today I have pumpkin cinnamon ice cream. I honestly wanted to try and burn this whole thing up before I did a review, but they're going to be released tomorrow, so I at least want to get them in, or get this review in for you guys so that you know how I feel about this candle. I think like the best review is when you're all done, but you know, because anything could change halfway down. But I did go through a decent amount of it, so I'm hoping that this will be a good enough review. So I'll show you what the front picture looks like. This is pumpkin cinnamon ice cream, like I said. How many ounces are you? 24 ounces. I didn't get a list of like the price that it was going to be, you know, when they're put on, you know, up for sale on August 1st. I also wasn't sent a scent description, and so I know that some people have had scent descriptions in their reviews. I don't have one. Yeah, I don't have one. So I've seen another review of this, or like at least a review that had like the scent description in it, and it was pretty much pumpkin spice, clove, and vanilla. So, or cinnamon, not clove, cinnamon and vanilla. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know. Sometimes I think scent descriptions are a bunch of BS. Not necessarily Goose Creek, but just scent descriptions in general. So I don't know how much that scent description, like, paragraph is going to really help. I just want to give you like my honest review of it. So disclaimer, I did get this free along with the cherry cheesecake one. Sorry, I'm taking a medication that makes my mouth really dry, so I'm like struggling. And I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I'm allergic, so that was dumb. So I'm paying the toll now. Anyway, I don't want this review to be super long because it's pretty simple. Okay, so let's just cut to the chase. The candle burned very well. 2 wicks, no issues, even pool every time. Every Goose Creek candle I've had has pooled out beautifully. I've had no issues with the wicks. They're kind of like self-trimming wicks. I haven't had to trim them much. This last time I burned it, it had kind of a smaller wax pool. I didn't leave it as long, but it usually has been about 1 inch thick each time around. So the burn, flawless. I have no complaints about the burn whatsoever, so we can just, you know, that's done. We don't need to talk about that anymore because it's a wonderfully burning candle. And the strength of this candle is the complete opposite of the cherry cheesecake one. That one was like a, I don't really remember now what I put it at. I think I want to say I said it was around a 7 to begin with, and then it slowly started getting lighter with each consecutive burn. This one has stayed exactly the same with every burn. It has a strength. So I've been burning this in my bedroom. Not really a bedroom candle, but that's where I spend most of my time. I'm doing stuff on my laptop. I'm doing stuff on my phone. I'm watching YouTube videos. I like relax. I take naps. I'm zen in my room when I'm not at work. So I spend the most time there, and so I want to have a candle I'm going to review burning where I'm going to be smelling it the most. So anyway, had it in my bedroom. It's been about a 7 or an 8 in my bedroom. You can smell it with every breath that you take. Not overwhelmingly where it's gonna like give you a headache or anything, but it's definitely not one that like if you're in the same room it disappears. So that's pretty exciting. And then as far as the throw goes, it's a pretty good throw. Like outside of my bedroom, it lingers to the room next door, my bathroom, and all the way down the hall. And then at the end of my hall, there's like a door that separates my downstairs from my upstairs. And if I go upstairs and close that door, come back down, open that door, I'm going to smell this candle from all the way down the hall. It has a pretty good throw. And it's not like intense, like I said. It's just like you smell the scent. It's not overwhelming like a summer boardwalk type thing. But it does have a really surprisingly good strength and throw. Completely, and I'm like shocked to say that because it's completely different than my experience with my cherry cheesecake one. And most of the Goose Creek candles or like Goose Creek scents I have are in melts, so I'm used to like the melt form and not necessarily the candles. So I don't know how consistent the candles are, you know. So these are like some of my first experiences with the candles. Okay, now let's get on to the actual scent, since you can, you know, great burn, strength, throw, really good. The scent. Okay, so when I look at this, I think of, I was thinking pumpkin cinnamon ice cream. It's kind of hard to imagine what that would smell like, because you're kind of thinking like pumpkin pie flavored ice cream, because you're not really thinking like cinnamon is part of like the pumpkin spice, so it'll be like a pumpkin pie ice cream. That sounds delicious. No, not really at all. I get very little pumpkin. I get very little ice cream in this. It's mostly cinnamon to me. Like I said, I remember seeing a review that said it was like pumpkin spice, cinnamon, and vanilla. I believe that there are 3 scents in this candle, like a pumpkin spice, a cinnamon, and like a kind of like a vanilla that would make a vanilla ice cream. But in my opinion, it is 80% cinnamon, 10% pumpkin spice, and 10% vanilla. Because I feel like on cold, when I smelled this, it smelled like red hot cinnamon, like Red Hots, cinnamon gum, big red gum, cinnamon. Not cinnamon sugar, bakery cinnamon, but like red hot cinnamon. So not my favorite, because I don't really like red hot cinnamon, which is strange because I love big red gum, but I don't like this type of cinnamon in wax. I don't. So I was hoping it was going to change when I burned it, and it pretty much stayed the same. It's mostly big red gum cinnamon, but it's not completely just cinnamon. There's a little bit of vanilla to mix it up, and there's just a little bit of like some other spices that you'd think would be like pumpkin spice to make it, you know, not just straight cinnamon. But when I would come downstairs, like I said, I would smell cinnamon. That's the first thing I'd smell. And then, you know, like walking around or doing whatever in my room, I don't know. It's kind of like if they made, I've never had it, so I don't know if they even make it, but if they ever made like red hot cinnamon flavored ice cream, that's how I would kind of describe this. Because I don't get a whole lot of pumpkin spice. But then again, it's not just straight cinnamon and vanilla. Maybe it is. I don't know. There's a little bit of something else that makes it a little bit more like pumpkin-y. But this is pretty much cinnamon. So for people who like that red hot cinnamon, you'll probably really like this. I think that this was like a really good holiday candle. Not at all for July or August for me at all. It was really hard to burn this because it just reminds me of Christmas. Like that strong cinnamon reminds me of Christmas. It's not one that I would repurchase. It's not one I might try it in the melt to see if it varies with that soft wax versus this wax. This paraffin, is it paraffin wax? But this is not like, this isn't my type of scent since I don't like red hot cinnamon. If this was bakery cinnamon, I would have been all over this. I would have, like, if it was like cinnamon bun, oh man, I would have really, really liked it. It's just not my type of cinnamon. So for people who really like that kind of cinnamon, this kind of cinnamon, you're going to really like this because it performed really well and it was strong and it threw. Or if you like mixing different scents around the holidays, like a pine and this type of cinnamon and some clove and some chestnuts and that type of thing, you're going to really like this. Good performer. I highly recommend it in that sense. But if you don't like red hot cinnamon, don't get this because you are not going to like it. It's not going to be for you. And that's really all I have to say about it. It does have a lot of like oil left. It is kind of like a Yankee in the sense that it kind of sinks down. But the cherry cheesecake one, it sank down and like gave me no scent. This one actually is giving me a good amount of scent. So I hope that touches on everything. If you guys have any other questions, leave them down below and I'll answer them. If I had to decide between the two that I got, I like the cherry cheesecake scent obviously better than this one. So I will be buying that one in a melt form. And I think I might try one of these in a melt form because I would just like to try it in a melt and see Does it smell the same? Is it a little bit different? You know, if there's that variation. But yeah, you guys, I hope this was helpful. And thanks to Goose Creek for sending this to me. I'm really looking forward to that release. I want to get the cinnamon sugar donut one. I want to get the banana bread one. I want to buy all of the scents in melts. But I'm going to be waiting for a sale. I don't need anything right now, especially at full price. So I'm going to wait until there's a good sale, and that's when I'm going to be purchasing the fall scents. So I'll just sit back and watch more reviews of other candles and see what other people think. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Subscribe if you haven't. Give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful for you. Thanks again to Goose Creek. And I wish I had like some more things to say about it, but I don't know. That's my take on it. If you like red hot cinnamon, this candle's for you. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.